Hello everyone, welcome back to another banknote video. Obviously it's about banknotes, so if you're new to the channel, welcome. And in this video I'm gonna be showing you ways to identify the year of a banknote, or when was it printed. So I have a few examples here which are from the easiest to the hardest. So yeah, let's get into them. So the first one is basically just looking for where the year is. So in our case we have these Pakistani and Chinese banknotes. So the Pakistani banknotes have the date on the right hand side of the note, so you can see here. This one's from 2014, 2018 and 2016. Here in the Chinese banknotes, however, it's in the reverse. So you can see there, this is from 2020, this is from 2019. So that's how you can tell the year of a banknote, just by basically looking at the year. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. This is not really hard or no different, but some have a Hijri calendar, especially in Muslim countries. So here in the Saudi Arabian Riyal note we have the Hijri calendar on the front. So this one's I think 1221, and over here is 12. Oh no, that's 14th. That's 1441, 1438 I think. And if we look at the reverse side of each of these banknotes are in English mostly. You may see the Gregorian calendar year. This is also the same case for Emirati banknotes. So the front has the Hijri calendar 1443, and then the back has the Gregorian calendar 2022. And I think that's really cool. Let's move on to the next one. This one's no different to the other two as well. So this one is a bit more specific with the date, and I guess that's helpful. So you can see I have this Cypriot Pound here. So this is from 1/4/2004, which means this was from 1st of April 2004. Here we have this Italian banknote, which the date is actually in the back. So here it says 3 October or 3rd October of 1990. And here is a Scottish £10 note. By the way, these are real. This is from 26th December of 2016, so right after Christmas Day, Boxing Day. So yeah, that's another way as well to know the year of a banknote. So let's get into something a bit more hard. So if you're wondering how hard this is exactly, well, it's not really hard actually, but it will be if you just know it now. But I will tell you how to, obviously. So I have these Papuan banknotes and Australian banknotes here. So what they have in common is that they adapt this two number system a year. So basically what this is that, let me just put these down. The first two numbers in the serial number is the year. So you're seeing the serial number right now? Right, so here it says 20. The first two numbers are 20, which means it's from 2020. This one is from 16, which means it's from 2016. 21, which means it's from 2021. Let's check another example. I think this technique came from Australia themselves. So if we just check here, this one says 16, so this is from 2016. This one's from 2017, which It says here 17, so yeah. What's neat about these Australian banknotes is that if you grab a UV light, like I just did, and then shine it on the new ones, these are the new ones. So, like I said, it's from 2016, right? If you still don't believe me, it says 2016. And over here it says 2017. I mean, it says 17, which means it's from 2017. So you could just flash your UV light there if you doubt the year, and it will tell you 2017. Now, the old banknote is much more different. It still has the same system, however, but it doesn't have that UV feature. Over here we can see 08, which means it's from 2008. So yeah, this is actually my favorite year numbering system by far, and it's actually very helpful. And I wish that more banknotes or more countries would adopt this kind of thing. But yeah, that's really cool. So now let's move on to the next one. This one is like the previous one, but it's a bit different. So what I have with me here are Swedish banknotes. Now, I think this is unique to Sweden only, but if it's not, please correct me. So the serial number, we're gonna be looking at the serial number once again. So just like the previous banknotes, like I said, you look at the first two numbers, right? Well, in here, that is not the case. You look at the first number in the serial number. So here, this is 6. Both of these are 6, which means it's from 2006. It's the last number of the year. So this is from 2006. That's really cool too as well, but I don't think it's that as helpful as the two number system like the previous one. But either way, it's still cool, and if it's just unique to Sweden, that will be extra cool. So yeah, let's move into the next one. Up next is Singapore with, I don't know if it's unique to them as well, but it probably is. So Singapore does not use any serial numbers, first two numbers in the serial number or the first numbers in the serial number, and they do not use any specific dates or Hijri calendars or basically just the year itself. No, they don't do any of that. What Singapore does is, if you look in the reverse, you may see these shapes down here. Those are actually the year of the banknotes. So in our case here, we see 2 triangles in a $2 note and 1 diamond in the $5 note. So the $2 note is from 2011 because it has 2 triangles, and the $5 note is from 2018. So how did I even know this? Well, Numista has the information about this. And no, this is not a sponsored video. I don't even think they do sponsor videos. But if it's outside of Numista, I genuinely don't know how you would decode something like this. So maybe Singapore should probably adopt the 2 number system or the 1 number system. But either way, I find this cool as well, very unique, but it's just really hard to determine or identify the year of a banknote. But either way, props to Singapore for being unique. So let's get into the next one, which will be much more harder. Okay, so here we have these Thai and Malaysian banknotes. So these two, they don't have any dates, they don't have any first 2 numbers in the serial number or the first number in the serial number. Malaysia does not have the Hijri calendar for some reason in the banknotes. There's nothing. And there's no symbols, diamonds and houses or hollow triangles and such. There's none of that in here. So what you need to do to really identify the year of a banknote is by looking at the signature. So if you want to identify your banknote in Numista, you must look at the signature and then match it with the one that's being That's the one in numista, like the year. So for example, this is a signature, it's from 2018, you put 2018 there. So in our case, this one's from 2022 to 2024, these signatures. This signature here from the 50 baht note is from 2018. And these signatures here are from 2018 as well. And the Malaysian ones are much more harder because it heavily relies on just looking at the signature as well. So this one has the signature of the former governor Zati Akhtar Aziz, which who was the governor from 2011 to 2017. Well, no, I don't think he was the governor from 2011 to 2017. His signature was in here from the printing for this was from 2011 till 2017. Then this one as well has the signature of Zati Akhtar Aziz, which is from 2012 till 2021. And this one has the signature of the governor Muhammad bin Ibrahim. If that's not his signature, please correct me so I could update it in my numista. So his signature goes from 2018 till 2021 in this banknote. So yeah, really hard to know when these were printed, but thankfully other countries did not adopt that kind of system, and they have dates in them instead. So that is one way to identify the year of a banknote. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something new, and I hope that I'll see you in the next video. And if you want to join my Discord server, it's actually in the link down below. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.